What's up, guys? Today we're playing Shoe. Now, this comes out on the Nintendo Switch on January 23rd. It's going to be $9.99. Now, this was out back at the end of 2016, like the fall of 2016. I know it came out in October on Steam, and then it also went to the PS4. And this game is kind of interesting because the characters are all hand-drawn, but it's a platformer that a lot of people seem to like. I remember playing it back on Steam when it first came out, and I didn't get as far as I'd liked. It's not a long game. I think it's like 3 or 4 hours maybe, but it's only $10. And when I started playing it, the biggest thing you notice right away, if you look at the characters, are just the visuals of the characters kind of set on that like 2.5D, I guess you'd call it, backdrop. And it is a pure platformer with kind of abilities that you gain throughout. Now, I've gained most of the followers behind Shoe, or the character, I guess. I call the character Shoe. I don't know if the actual character's name. That's what I call him. But it's a collectible style platforming game. Now, you see there are things you collect here, and I have a couple of abilities. When you first start, you have the main character in the front, and that character has the ability to kind of float. The large character all the way in the back that kind of reminds me of like an elephant, even though I don't think it's an elephant, has the ability to slam through things, as you saw there, and I'll do that here. And then the character behind there, the blue character, has the ability to open up like flowers and stuff for platforming. This game, it's difficult to a degree. It's not super hard, and it's something that you as a speedrunner, if you're like a speedrunner, can really, I think, grasp onto and be able to play it for that. But then there's also exploration and, there we go, and a lot of collecting. So if you're into, like, collecting platformers, it's a lot of fun. So this is a point where I would use the main character's floating ability, because it's going to kind of grasp onto that gust of wind, and I'm going to go flying around here. Oh, and I went too far. So we'll fly back down here and do that again. There we go. And then I use that to open up the pedals. So you can kind of already see, this is the last level in the first world, by the way. So you can kind of see how I have to use kind of their abilities together to do a lot of this stuff. Just slash through that, there we go. And hit the little stream here and kind of go forward. So this is out, like I said, the 23rd. They were kind enough to send me over a copy early so I could take a look at this. So thanks to Coat Sync for sending this over, because otherwise I wouldn't be playing it for another week to show you guys. And I like to try to get these games out early to show you, I guess, how it plays and everything. Because there are a lot of people who probably missed this on Steam. I don't blame you. Again, Steam is getting really weird right now, where it's very difficult to find anything. So I don't really blame. I don't really blame you if you missed this. Even on the PS4, I guess it would be a little harder to get as well. There we go. So we get the little checkpoint there. And there's a lot of areas where I noticed that it branches off in different paths. So there is a lot of replay value there to kind of go back through and see if you can get everything. And you can just replay the levels right away, which is cool. So like up here, there's a spot up there, and there's a spot down here, I think. Yeah. So I'll kind of jump down here and see what's going on over here. Oh, okay, I guess it's just another little stream. There we go. Okay, there, so I got another one of those birds. I missed a bunch. Wow, I missed 3 apparently. I assume they're in order of some kind. I missed 3, so I'm doing well. You don't get punished for missing them, obviously. It's just you probably just want to get them all. I like the animation of the characters. Whenever you hand animate something, it's not at all easy. So I understand why maybe the backdrop is not, like right here, is not hand animated, but like the characters are hand drawn. They look great. I know some people were saying that it didn't mesh that well against kind of the 2.5D background, but I don't really have too much of an issue with it, and I think it looks pretty cool, honestly, to kind of go that route. But that's me. I have to say something like, oh, there we go. Oh no, oh no, oh wait, okay, we're good. I'm in the Ferris wheel there. So, I'm trying to remember the name of that game. It's gonna bother me. I'm gonna probably remember it later on in the video at some point, just because I'm gonna keep thinking about it. But the game on Steam that, oh, here we go. Game on Steam that was all hand-drawn, I really liked it, and this is why it's bothering me that I cannot remember. It's on my Steam library. Oh, run, here we go, I gotta go. I'll look it up before the video's over, but it was all hand-drawn. Okay. So you can, oh wow, geez. That did not work out for me. I was not ready, I don't think. So we're gonna actually start running here and trying to get away from this guy, I guess. You can tell like the music changed and everything. I really like that. I thought that was cool. that like the music changes when you're getting chased by like the abyss. I messed that one. They're pretty plentiful. So you can see like I'm losing a lot, but I'm not going super far back, which is nice. So that's actually cool that it's very forgiving, because I understand it can be kind of frustrating to... There's another checkpoint I just hit, and I messed up again, but I hit that checkpoint, so it's okay. So I'll just run right through here. But this is definitely good for speedrunners who want to try to just fly right through the levels. That would actually be pretty cool to do. I feel like I'd feel pretty cool if I'd feel pretty accomplished, I should say, if I was able to do that, and I died again. So it becomes pretty difficult towards the end when you're not doing as much of the exploring stuff. But we'll be able to get through this, I think. There we go. And I didn't jump. All right, and so you start to kind of learn a little bit as you go through. I probably could have broken that, but that's fine. So there we go. Oh, that was actually right at the end, too. It figures. And we'll get here, and it's cool because this will actually push the abyss away. It kind of protects your little force field. I actually remember this part specifically from when I was playing it a while ago. And it'll actually push him away. This is the end of the first world, though, so. And there we go. Now I guess we'll go into the second world. I will show you guys what this looks like in handheld mode as well. Also, that game on Steam I was thinking about, that I was talking about, those hand-drawn, was Dust and Elysian Tale. That was a cool game I liked too. Had the whole hand-drawn animation and everything. Whoa! So now I'm riding, looks like a bull, and we kind of bash through stuff with R now, as you can see. So they'll hit you with a lot of this kind of stuff. I actually don't remember this part. Maybe that's where I stopped playing last time, was like right at the end there. So this is kind of cool, man. I'm flying on this guy. Jeez. I can't go through him, can I? You cannot, okay. So now we know. This is how we learn. So we'll bash through that. We'll kind of keep flying here. Okay, so you can dash in the air too. That's interesting. I don't know how that works. You see I'm collecting a lot of those butterflies too. And we'll jump and slam through that. All right, this is actually kind of fun, just slamming through stuff now. Slam through that. I can't slam through the house or the I guess the wooden blinds there. Oh wow, okay. Now, I told you guys already, it's not a long game and it's $10, so it's not bad on the pricing side, but I can understand some people might want a little more. And to that, I guess it's more along the lines of playing through the game several times, you know, like trying to get better and collect everything. That's something that would obviously is going to kind of lengthen the time of the game. I am like floating right now with this dude. There we go. I do like the checkpoints are very plentiful. This is, all right, so this is all new to me now. I'm gonna say that. Everything you're seeing here, I have not played any of this. This is pretty cool. Oh no, they tricked me. So we'll jump over that this time. So far it's played well on the Switch. It's not a graphically intensive game, so I wouldn't expect it not to, but it's very smooth, as you can see. The frame rate doesn't have any issues, and it plays well. Even in handheld mode, it plays great too. I am using the Pro Controller. I don't use the Joy-Cons as much anymore because I've been playing on my TV a lot, or my monitor here a lot. So I have not played much on, I miss those butterflies, on with my Joy-Cons at all. I've mostly been all Pro Controller. Mostly because I've been trying to power through Xenoblade, but you know, that's the way it goes. So at the end here, you see they tell you how many, I guess, butterflies you got, and they try to fill up this meter here. So they'll kind of throw them in there, and it'll see how many I got. I know I missed a bunch. Oh, I was close to getting at least that third butterfly full. So in this case, we'll return to the map so you can see the beginning, and this is what you get kind of thrown into right away, where you have different parts of the map, and I've already kind of uncovered half of that because I think there's only like 4 worlds or so, but you can see I can kind of go back and forth. So this is the first world here, the Pelican Coastlines. Let me go into that, and you can see how I could kind of go back through and play them. And I have to remember if I can use, let me check that real quick just so we know. If you keep your gained abilities when you go back to these, or you don't. I actually hope you kind of do. Maybe you don't. You do not. Okay, so this is the first level of the game here. And you can see I don't have any of the people with me anymore. I had those 2 people running with me. But, ooh, it's timed. So they'll do this for time and everything. Like I said, if you want to speed run them, they add that little hourglass there so you can kind of compete with people, which is kind of cool. So I'm actually going to get back out of this, I guess, and go back to the beginning. So there's trial mode, and that's what that is. So we'll go back to the beginning here, and I guess we will play... Yeah, I guess we'll play a little bit in handheld mode so you can see how it plays. Again, the frame rate's been good to me either way, so if you're going to be playing it mostly in handheld mode and you really like platformers like these, I think it's a good pickup for 10 bucks. I think the visual style is really cool with the hand-drawn visuals on the characters and the 2.5D or 2.5D backdrop, and it's very forgiving. It gives you a lot of checkpoints. So you saw how many times I failed there running from that abyss, but it felt like I didn't get thrown back very far. So if you're a fan of platformers, it's worth a pickup for 10 bucks. This is out January 23rd. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm leaving with handheld footage, and I'll see you in the next video.